of my birth.
You haven't slept at all. Are you sure you're okay?
Don't worry about me. Staying focused under now. If I'm not... It's my job to keep
I figured as much. They're just preliminary ideas at this point.
Sure. I also have some ideas of my own. I'll fill you in.
As they say, two heads are... It's hard to believe what we've encountered. Well, I suppose there's no use hiding it anymore now that everyone's seen it. What you all saw after these last few years with the Arataki gang, I suppose you could say I've seen it all. It's taken up, though the list of annoying things to deal with is practically endless. Strolling around the streets, roasting lavender melons with friends in the open country. I know it sounds pretty silly, but that's the life that I want. Just don't laugh at me, okay?
Time to go.
Ushi, you sure you can't find a way back to that door again? Ah, perfect timing. I was just having a chat with Ushi about that. You know what? I can handle those mean people behind the door throwing beans at me, but causing trouble for you? Nuh-uh. That ain't gonna fly with this guy. What? There's nothing we can do? Can't you have one last look for it? If you really can't find it, we'll just...
By the way, Traveler, if you have a moment, could you do me a favor? I'd like to discuss something with you. Please, come meet me over there. Thanks for coming to speak with me, Traveler. I've been thinking about this place. Since we still don't know just what kind of danger we're up against, don't you think it's a strange coincidence that as soon as you told us about the Conqueror of Demons, it almost seems deliberate. As if something was trying to convince us that the Conqueror of Demons was there. I have a theory, but I can't tell the others just yet. And judging from the Conqueror of Demons' reactions, I think that he was somewhere else. But is it possible that we've entered into a cave? We're seeing things in people that shouldn't be here. Even ghosts. And we don't feel hungry because the state of our bodies is suspended. It's as if that's true, it means we've entered into a place where normal logic doesn't apply. When you put it all together, everything points towards one pot. This is a place where time and space are thrown into chaos. And yet, if it's truly chaotic, how did we find our friend's voice even when we had no idea where he was? It doesn't, unless this space wanted us to hear it. Which brings me to my next point. I also have a theory about our encounter. I submit that we didn't actually see the Conqueror of Demons. He was somewhere else. But his status was transmit. Traveler, you said you saw the abyss in that room, didn't you? At first glance, that door may seem like a prank. It shows you whatever you're afraid of, but if it manages to lure you inside, there's no way of knowing what might be in there. One minute, it's playing a joke to get you to lower your guard. The next, the danger is real, and it's trapped. This space is a powerful opponent. It wants to use our... But I'm not gonna sit here and do nothing. Do you remember that small spatial rift next to the dissolving ground? It felt like spatial magic, but it seemed much more... When we saw that illusion of the Conqueror of Demons, it seemed like he wasn't expecting our spaces to intersect at all. And I think that this space purposefully transmitted the Conqueror of Demons' voice, but I also think it didn't count on that spatial rift happening. In other words, the fact that we saw and spoke with the Conqueror of Demons? Yes. Also, I had a good look around after coming back. I have a feeling that I think this gives us an opportunity. If the space creates phenomena meant to deceive us based on our imaginations, then we have to keep imagining, Traveler. If we try to stay calm and listen carefully, maybe, just maybe. Can you feel that? Let me see. I think it's here. And break! I secretly learned Yelan's illusion-breaking method without her knowing. The sound came from behind this illusion. It's getting clearer.
No. This is the chasm. What did I go through here? Just not bad as fuck.
The voice is much clearer now. We're close. Conqueror of demons, can you hear me? It's Yenfei.
Traveler?
It worked. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Listen to me. It's chaotic here. We may not be in the same space, but sometimes the sound can get through, which means...
Everything is chaotic here. No. The darkness that sullies my soul is hard.
Right now, we have more dangerous things to worry about than that. This space is using up... Without you here with us, our search for you could very well lead us into danger.
So, you're in danger too? There was no need for you to...
But we're worried about you. And earlier, the Traveler was tricked into entering a dangerous place.
How do we meet?
Conqueror of demons, can you find out where our voices are coming from? Find the spot where our voices are the clearest and...
I see. The spaces may intersect amidst... Try something.
Hurry! If we miss this chance, we might not get another one.
Stand back!
Let's get him back to the camp.
Now we can avoid getting split up.
Oh.
A lot's happened here, but this wasn't just for our own safety. You're injured. We can't just leave you alone.
It's just a flesh wound. I am fine.
You're not a burden. Don't think that for 1 second. We need you.
Fine. As you wish.
You're injured. Get some rest. Everything else can wait.
The one I get. Is that... the plane Aksha?
As expected. Oh, Traveler?
You're both here. Great. I want to talk to you.
I also felt that the space was targeting us, but Yenfei managed to exploit its weakness. Leave it to Yenfei to find a loophole.
Based on what just happened, we can now confirm our suspicions that space and time function chaotically here. Now that we've found the Conqueror of Demons, the next thing we need...
I went back to the domain again just now. Although I couldn't find a new route, my clan has practiced magic for generations, and has created some catalysts that only... I recognized something like one of those catalysts in the domain. Unfortunately, I think so, but it's hard to distinguish between Also, I am the only one out of all of us who could know what it would look like. To me, that...
Just like with that door. It's like it's alive, and testing us.
By reading our minds and showing us what we want, it creates the reality that we want to be true. If that's the case, it can only have one goal. to trap us here until we die. What else could it be?
We should prepare for the worst, but we mustn't give up.
I've always known there were secrets hidden in the chasm, but even the
Yelan, when we first ran into you, you said you had something to do.
I was looking for the truth behind the monster invasion from Conria. Please keep everything I'm about to say to yourselves. No one else can know. Otherwise...
We got it.
500 years ago, a wave of dark beasts from Conria attacked the 7 nations of Tevat. Under Rex Lapis's command, the Millelith fought hard to hold the front line near the chasm. But these were vicious beasts, and this was the most desperate battle. At a critical moment, someone distracted the monsters and led them away. The Liyue army eventually won the war. But 2 of my ancestors took part in that war, and the one who made it back. The current generation of Qixing knows very little about these events, and very few came back from the chasm alive. The day the chasm was unsealed, I put in a request to be transferred here, but this place we've ended up in, and the possibilities were... We can't give up. Right now, our... Are you all right? You've suddenly gone...
Shh, we'll talk later. I'm just processing all the Maybe the key to our escape is hidden in some detail I've overlooked.
All right.
Oh, don't worry. I won't write down any...
No, I meant if you're going to analyze the fact.
You don't look well. I guess it's okay. You don't have to go... Sometimes I really envy the...
Hey, Ushi. Looks like our little lavender melon has fallen asleep, huh? Do you think she's dreaming? Man, she looks wiped out. It's kind of hard to see her like this. I mean, man, that little dude looks stunning too. I sleep like this when I'm in jail. Good one. Traveler, when did you get here?
Wait, where are we? Yep, way better. Pаймon just got a little... Who would have thought the best guide in all of Tevat could end up so out of their depth? Yeah! So anyway, Pаймon just had the weirdest dream. There were cattle mooing constantly. Yeah, just like that! Aw, Ushi, were you looking at...
Traveler, it looks like the Conqueror of Demons is awake.
I'm fine. Don't worry. The karma I carry is dangerous to humans. Keep your distance.
Well, I have Adepti blood in me, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Even so,
What happened while Pаймon was sleeping? How did Xiao...
with a little help, I was able to find my way here.
Conqueror of Demons, could you tell us what happened?
No need to be so formal. Just call me Xiao.
Oh, sure.
It was a senseless battle. I came here looking for someone, but when I found them,
Madam Ping says that you usually base yourself at Wangshuin to guard the main road through Dihua Marsh. It's unusual for you to go looking for someone.
I'm looking for a yaksha called Bosatius.
Bosatius? Is that one of the 5 yakshas? I thought that you were the only one left. Aren't the other 4...
You could say that. But Bosatius's body is the only one that... Yakshas deal with God's remains all the time. And we become tainted by karma. Over time, it inevitably drives us to madness. He left. No one knew where he went, but Bosatius was the eldest of us. He once told us, as yakshas we will experience countless wars. Whether we live or die, we must...
Did he forget his promise because he lost his sanity?
It's possible. But I did not. I am the sole survivor. So it is my...
What made you come to the chasm?
Did you know that 500 years ago, the beasts of Conria invaded the chasm? That war lasted a long time. It is said that in the midst of the battle, a brave yaksha was seen, but no one knew the yaksha's name.
But there were many more than 5 yakshas in total.
Wow. But you must think it was probably...
I am by no means certain, and I didn't, but Bosatius was proud. If he had taken part in that war, he would have announced his name. So at first, I thought the nameless yaksha couldn't be him.
Wait, so it was Bosatius you were fighting with? Did he
Yes.
No way!
The invasion of monsters from Conria, the battle in the chasm, and yet life is full of coincidences. But this is too much of a coincidence.
What will?
Oh, right. I came here because of a will. Maybe it's not something you've come across much before, but both mortals and adepti sometimes write out their final wishes so somebody else will carry them out after they've passed.
And this can be done at any time?
Whoa, whoa! You wanna write a will? Now?
It was no accident that you saw my illusion that day. This place used your desire to find me to create a trap. Pure deception is easy to spot. But the truth laced with lies can be a fatal combination. It made sure you heard my real voice to create panic. This one-way communication was the bait. If we hadn't managed to get in touch through the spatial rift, we may well have lost someone by now.
How is this even...
Our opponent is very clever. Everyone, whether I accomplish what I came here to do... I rejoined to warn you that it's extremely dangerous here.
But how do you know?
You might become a shadow of your former self.
Sounds like you saw them.
Yelan, you're back.
I've been back a while. I was listening to the conversation. I've seen some strange things here too. Objects that shouldn't be here. Strange figures of...
So they're just illusions?
At first, I had the same thought, but it's not that simple. There may come a day when these illusions become real and attack you.
From what you were saying a moment ago,
I can't say for sure. As Yanfei said, this space is chaotic and unstable, but it has its weaknesses. By attacking the point where both spaces... So, if I use all the energy I have, I may be able to tear a passage out of this chaotic space.
really. So powerful attacks can affect the space.
Whoa, 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 whoa. But
I mean, it will take everything I've got.
Wait a minute! When you said you were gonna get...
You can't be serious.
I saw Bosatius underground. That's when a single blast can only create a very small opening. To send you back to the outside world, I may need... I know how to fight to the bitter end. I can do this.
no. No way. Even if what you're saying is true, I can't...
I'm on neither! It's not much of an escape plan if we gotta leave someone behind!
It's only a good or bad plan if there are other options to compare it to. But that's not the situation we're in.
But...
I cannot.
What is wrong with you? You can't bet your life on something if you...
To conclude, I'm not...
What if I told you, this is my last will?
That's your strategy, huh? No offense, but we have no guarantee this plan of yours will succeed. You said it yourself. Yakshas pose a danger to humans. You really expect us to—
The battlefield is a treacherous place. Every opportunity you take, you put everything on the line.
I've been in my fair share of treacherous battles, so I know full well that you never bring— You say these things in the hope that we will understand and accept them. But if you don't even know that your self-sacrifice is— Besides, if you were really so determined to end it all, you wouldn't have given us the opportunity— And anyway, losing one of us so the rest—
Yelan, don't be—
Point is, it's not time for drastic measures yet. It's possible there's a hidden past—
What if there isn't? Or if we don't find it? And in the end, I'm so weak that I don't have the strength left to sacrifice my—
As things stand, there's no difference between sacrificing you and trying to find another way out, in terms of the likelihood of success. If we can't say that one strategy is better—
Did someone say a strong enough strike can break us out of this place? Yeah, that's right. I heard ya. No one's staying behind to let anyone else out, all right? Enough talk. It's time for— Come on, whatever you are! Let's see how long you manage to keep us trapped in here after I'm finished with you!
Easy now.
Have a taste of this! Whew, okay, so I didn't tear the whole place down. But check it out, new path. If you need a hero, I'm the man for the job.
Should have seen this coming. Why do you always have to do things like this?
Shinobu.
What happened to Ito? Did he pass out?
The boss used up all his strength in one punch. Maybe that's the reason he managed to tear open a—
Let me see if there's any way I can stabilize—
He did this because he heard us arguing, right?
The thing with Boss is, he just can't stand calm. Whenever we get into an argument in the Arataki gang, he always goes and does something— Today, he's done it again. He may not have known you for very long. Another thing with Boss is, he hates it when other people sacrifice themselves, but he always seems to end up doing it himself. That said, when he does things like this, he doesn't really think he's sacrificing himself, because he genuinely believes—
Giant ego alert! And wasn't he just doing the same thing?
The boss is hardly open to persuasion. Besides, he always acts without thinking. It's not just him either. The other guys in the Arataki gang are more or less the same. I couldn't stop him if I tried, so I might as well just let him do his thing. Besides—
Ito, please.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. You have nothing to apologize. Still, if this was an Arataki gang issue and you were one of our— The boss definitely wasn't sacrificing himself. He firmly believed that we'd be able to find a way out through the— Everyone's important. We have to support each other if we're going to get out of here. Everyone, let's all do our best to try and find a way out. There's still a— Leave the boss to me. Don't worry.
Everyone, it seems this passage doesn't lead to the outside world.
What the? So, Ito's effort—
No, it's still worth exploring.
Aha, I see. I'm with you.
what?
So far, I still haven't found the thing I came looking for. That magical— If this domain has the power to project our imaginations or the things—
Oh, right! No wonder she keeps telling us to keep—
Well, I can't guarantee that, but
I will find a way.
let him go. But if you're planning on going into that domain too, then after all, I'm just a lawyer. We'll be sick. By the way, you and Xiao seem pretty close, huh? I have to say though, if Yelan hadn't spoken out like she did, I'm not sure she would have gotten through to him. From what I know, she's lost comrades in the line of duty before, and then was rescued herself. Maybe being a survivor is what— How can things ever be the same again, knowing that your life was saved? If I were her, I'm not sure I... Oh, wait, when's... Yeah! Right, that's much safer. Since Ito can't fight right now...
Thank you, Senpai. Please.
We will. Same to you. Alright, Traveler, let's go. What's this? Huh? Look at that huge disc in the distance. Hold on. Is that the fantastic compass?
What? That's the best description you can come up with? It's way, way bigger than that!
Huh. Well, it seems our theory checked out. In my humble legal opinion, that's almost certainly the magical device I've been looking for. But if this really is the fantastic compass... It's so huge! How the... I mean, come on, Yanfei. Don't give up now. What the... Are they? They look familiar. Oh, yeah. I bumped into these raps... Incinerate! Motion to compel! There's a smaller disc here. Judging from the appearance and design... In all likelihood, this is the fantastic... Easy... You know, when I ran into them before, I was working on a big commercial case. The defendant hired... happens all the time. Luckily, I'm well-trained in martial arts, so... But these are the exact same guys as I met last time. Maybe this is one of the ways our advers... Huh? A new entrance. Great!
Whoa. Is this a tunnel? This is weird. It feels like it's connecting to another world. Or maybe another time.
I thought we might run into some other people here, but apparently not. The Fatui? Whose memory is this? Ah! Watch out!
Just as I thought.
Yelan, you're here!
I will take you down no matter how many times you show up.
Hey, relax. We're together now.
Busted! Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Incinerate!
I mustn't give up. But can I move here? I will go. See. In the compass. run from debt.
Amateurs. And still they dare to come.
You've still got it.
Remember how I said I'd seen some illusions Those were the same words I heard last time. The space seems to be reproduced. Now that you know, at least we're all on the same page.
He said the word fantastic. Was he?
Yanfei, see that thing on the ground?
Yeah, we tinkered with it. That's how we met up with you. I guess it's a miniature version of the
It looks somewhat...
Someone needs assistance. Someone needs assistance. catch up.
Another new space.
If everywhere within this space follows the same rules, there...
Bosatius, I can't believe someone like you...
No enemies. Hold.
Wait, is the enemy hiding itself? Oh no, we should go...
Stay back! This is my fight.
Filthy monsters! So many people have died at your hands! I lured you here to this underground space because I found your weakness.
Hiding and ambushing from the dark is Bosatius' signature tactic.
Die here with me!
Huh? How did a valiant warrior like you die here?
Uh-oh. This is not going well for Xiao.
No matter. I know how this ends.
Look! Bosatius is showing signs of fatigue.
Bosatius, martial Vretress. Even your strength is finite. But your illusion is not as mighty as you. This is not you in all your glory. I wonder what Rex Lapis would think if he saw what had become of the first Yaksha.
Leave! I'll deal with the rest. We can't let the monsters get to the surface. Everyone, remember, we must hold the line at 60 miles outside the chasm at all costs.
Enough! Phantom, be gone!
Xiao, are you okay?
This is my purpose.
So your invisible opponent was the legendary
Yes. So excuse my stubbornness. Bosatius has been missing for centuries. This may have been the last time
He was saying something about...
he fought here. The nameless Yaksha from the legends.
But didn't you say he'd always announce his name?
I don't know. Maybe he forgot who he was.
Because the karma you spoke of drove him to...
Bosatius had already gone mad before he disappeared.
He still took part in the Battle of the Chasm despite...
We Yakshas are not a race that thrive in peacetime. It's likely that he was drawn by the scent of blood. Slaughter is what we do best. This battle confirmed my suspicions. In other words, despite going mad, Bosatius came here. This space recreated him as he was during the battle. The way he fought was so self-destructive.
Bosatius's illusion said he'd discovered the monster's weakness, and what kind of place could this be? Defeating Conria's monsters is no small feat, that's for sure.
Guys, it could just be me, but...
This space is really starting to affect us.
I believe Bosatius stayed here underground. But now he is gone. If we don't leave, we may meet the same. Time to move on. You fought well, Bosatius. Goodbye. Time to go. Time to go. The wind knows me.